Babe, remember the last time I took you bowling?
Not really. No.
So you don't remember your score?
Whatever.
All right. So bowling is one of my favorite date nights because I'm not great, but I'm better than other people.
Whatever. So what? I can hardly get to 100. So what? Who cares? I consider that an accomplishment. If my score is in three figures, hey.
The low three figures.
Hey, but I that's my goal. That's my only goal. I'm not great at bowling.
You know, you could do a lot better if you put the guardrails up.
Well, I mean, I'm not a kid, but I mean, I guess if I had the guardrails up, at least I wouldn't be bowling so many gutter bowls, or maybe I would get more than 2 pins every now and then. But I mean, just like in bowling, sometimes you could use those guardrails to keep your ball in your lane, and you're more likely to get a strike. So too do we need those guardrails in our lives. However, they aren't called guardrails in real life.
Mm-hmm.
They're called boundaries. How many of us have them?
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Gleesy.
And I'm Al.
And here forever I do, everyone, we brag.
Yep.
That's right, we
build relationships
according to God.
Yeah.
So today we talking about staying in your lane.
Yes.
How we do that?
We need those guardrails. Again, they'll look like boundaries in your real life. Boundaries will keep you in your lane, and then you're more likely to get a strike, but you're not going for a strike, right? You are aiming for purpose, though. Those guardrails keep you from being distracted, from living a distraction-free life, so that you can reach purpose. You can get a strike.
Yeah. So we'll put up boundaries in a multitude of different areas,
Yeah.
but it first has to start in your home.
Of course, everything starts at home.
Yeah.
Because it's you and your spouse. So those guardrails, believe it or not, should first happen in your home. You need boundaries with your spouse because, I mean, the first time you have conflict, if you don't have boundaries in place, you probably hitting all below the belt, and at the end of the argument, you feel horrible.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you both lost because you weren't fighting fair, you weren't fighting with any purpose in mind, you weren't fighting with any of those boundaries. You need those at home because, again, not just in the area of conflict, but even with raising your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Kids will try you. They will jump over.
Not our kids.
Not ours, but kids will get you out of your lane. So all of a sudden, you can have those moments where you go back to the streets, or like you say something out of your mouth and you like, did I really just say that to my kid?
Yeah.
But they could take you there if, again, you don't have those boundaries. They will also take you away from any time you have with your spouse, or any time that you mentally have on your own. Again, you need boundaries in your home with your spouse, with your children.
Yes. So we're going to call this CTM.
CTM?
Yes.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah.
And time management.
Yes. CTM won't just apply in the home. But anytime you're thinking about those guardrails, think CTM. Again, you have to communicate them to each other.
Mm-hmm.
If my spouse doesn't know what my boundaries are, then they may not know what is below the belt when that conflict happens.
Yeah.
If my children don't know what those boundaries are, if I don't communicate them to them, then they don't know. They're just being kids.
Yeah.
And they're just going to continue to intrude in areas that they probably should not be. Mm-hmm. And then time management, because you still want to give time to your spouse. You still want to give time to your children. But how do you manage that time? Mm-hmm. Again, communication and time management. And we're going to say, as far as home, like I remember before marriage, I would have never thought to have every single thing I do on a calendar or in some kind of planner or organizer. That wasn't me. I felt like I was disciplined enough to just keep my life structured. But y'all, like a planner, a scheduler,
Yes.
has saved our life, probably our marriage life.
Yeah, and we have a multitude of ways. Like we have a calendar that's on our refrigerator. We have a Google calendar for the family. And it's just so important because you don't realize how much time you can spend on different areas until you actually start to map it out. Like it makes a big difference when you have a day off from work and you say, okay, from 8 to 11, I'm going to do this. From, 12 to 2, I'll do this. But scheduling that time allows you the freedom to do what you want to do. I like to just chill on my days off, but I know that's not all that I can do. So I'll say, okay, from 8 to 10, I'm going to get everything done that I need to get done for the house, and then I can do whatever I want to do with the rest of my day. But I have to make sure that I'm prioritizing my time to make sure that when my spouse gets home or when my kids get home, I'm not trying to do those things that I could have got done earlier in the day at that time.
Yeah. I once heard it say, like, time is the only thing that if you waste it, you cannot get it back.
That's good.
You have to manage your time. Do not waste your time.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so that you never miss a video. We will see you guys in our next video.